everyone, my name is Tamara Chambers, and this is Tamara's Never Seen, and today I'm watching Jupiter Ascending. I was in the review of this, the Nostalgia Critic Jupiter Ascending review. I played Cruella de Vil. Puppies! But I have not seen the film. I'm excited. I hope it's fun. I hope I just watch in awe of the massive, massive fail that this movie was. And I'm very excited for it. Honestly, I'm going into it stoked. So let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go. That was garbage. Man, oh man, did they spend way too much money on CGI that looks like crap. It was literal shit, and I loved it. I had such a good time watching this film. Let me just read some of the opening lines. Mila Kunis has a voiceover while things are happening on screen. First of all I can hear is Meg from Family Guy. Having Mila Kunis as like a voiceover, you just hear Meg, okay? And I'm sorry about that. I can't get over it. First line of the film is, technically speaking, I'm an alien. It's a cool, great start already. Tonight, the sky is completely full of miracles. And that's how the whole script is. So she's talking about her dad, and she's like, his name was Maximilian Jones. What? That's amazing! Then Maximilian Jones dies. They can't keep a character around for the entire movie and have his name be Maximilian Jones. It's just too cool. So you find that Mila Kunis has grown up fatherless, and her mom clean houses for a living, and she leads a very unspectacular life. She goes into these rich people's houses and she tries their dresses on and dreams of something bigger. It's like that's happening. And then over here, you're on this alien planet that looks terrible. The CGI is nuts. It's just stressing me out watching it, knowing how much money went into the CGI, and it still looks just so bad. You've got Eddie Redmayne. You find out that him and his two siblings, sister and then the hot one, they're taking this aging serum, and it's harvested from humans. So they want Earth so that they can harvest the humans there. Cool, that's creepy, I'm on board. Crazy how this happens. But wouldn't you know it, turns out Mila Kunis owns Earth. It's crazy, it's crazy. So at one point, Jupiter's cousin, who she lives with, convinces her to sell her eggs for money. And she wants money so she can buy her father's Maximilian Jones this telescope. This doesn't have to do with much, but he's gonna take 10 grand and she's gonna get 5 grand. It's her eggs. She's there to do the procedure, to sell her eggs, and then aliens are there to kill her. And so they're putting this, it's an awkward and kind of traumatizing scene because she's knows something's wrong and she's being put under. And then she's in the air for some reason, and the aliens come out of their human forms, and then somebody comes in to save the day and shoots the aliens, and bam, bam, bam. You get the first Eddie Redmayne freak out, which I've heard so much about, and that's the one thing I remember about filming the Nostalgia Critic episode is he's talking like this, and it's like a sickly salamander, and he's talking and go! Oh my god, what are you? Stop. So Magic Mike is the one who shows up, and he saves the day, and he tells her that he's an alien, and they go into their ship, and it looks really bad. And that's the main thing I'm gonna say, and this entire reaction is just, it looks really bad. This movie also is just alien fight after alien fight after alien fight, which sounds badass, right? Sounds like what could be cooler than alien fight after alien fight after alien fight. Everything could. In this movie, it's the worst. It's just generic, muddy CGI fights, and they last for 5 minutes each. You're I would look down to my phone, just be all right, well, what's happening on Twitter, because I do not care. And I would look back up, and they're still in the same fight. I also really think they missed the mark completely on the lead character, Jupiter. Oh man, she's so weirdly written. she has like these instincts to have funny moments, but they're not funny. She's not like heroic enough to like pull off like the more badass parts. She's really just boring and like just kind of flailing with the script. Just made it impossible for her to do anything. I feel like it was so misguided. He gets shot and she's like, I want to thank you so much for saving my life. Here's a pad for your gunshot wound. Okay, cool. Is that supposed to be funny? Is that a funny thing? Period jokes. And then you find out that somehow Jupiter is royalty. You find it out because the bees are buzzing near her. Bees can sense royalty, and it just they gravitate. I had no idea. I had no clue. Oh, please let me bleed out. Then there's a big fight again, and one of the characters says, beeswax. Really seriously? And that's a word that can't be said seriously. And I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Can't say beeswax seriously. He looks like Junkrat. Follow me on Twitch. So then Jupiter's taken to the sister's house, and it's like so weirdly it's not even formulaic because it's never been, this special film has never been done before. She's taken to the sister's house, and the sister tries to convince her to give her the Earth. Then she's taken to the Hot Brother's house, and he tries to convince her to give Earth. And then he's taken to Eddie Redmayne, the Crazy Brother's house, and he tries to convince her to sign Earth over. And it's like, okay, I'm about to do it, and then Magic Mike comes in and saves the day, and I keep calling him Magic Mike. Channing Tatum, that's his name. Every time it happens, 3 different times, and it's like it's a half hour each time, and you know every time it's not gonna happen. What? So when she's at the sister's house, she's put in this beautiful dress, and immediately she's like, actually, I'm feeling a little overdressed. Is there any way that I could have something more comfortable? This is what I'm talking about the character being very weirdly written. In the beginning, she was like just daydreaming her little head off about having fancy dresses on, and it felt really out of character. I understand people can change. I understand if sometimes you get the things you want and then you don't actually want them, but it didn't feel like that's what they were doing. It just felt like it was like, oh, we forgot we added that in like many times in the beginning, and now we're here and we're just gonna let that go. It was so weird. Like I said, every part of this movie is her about to do something stupid. Channing comes in and saves the day because he's madly in love with her somehow, and then at the end, of course, she doesn't sign it away. She kills Eddie Redmayne. She owns the Earth somehow, and yet decides to still go back cleaning toy. You own the Earth. And then there's nothing wrong with house cleaning, but what? It was it felt weird. Her and Channing Tatum are together, of course, and have a very intimate scene, and honestly, sue me. His voice is very sexy, so all right, I kind of believed it at the end. Ayana says, you'll wonder why Eddie Redmayne's voice is only shouting or whispering, and it's never in between. I did wonder that, Ayana. I did. Yes. I love dogs. I've always loved dogs. More just great script writing for our lead character, Jupiter. Just when you have a really cool dream, but you try to describe it to someone, that's this movie. Oh, damn, that's exactly what this movie is. Oh, you seriously you nailed that. All right, here's the thing. This is gonna be the prettiest dumpster fire you've ever watched. I gotta say, I thought it looked terrible. It looked terrible. The acting was very bland. The story was repetitive and didn't make sense. Repetitive in like the plot device of saving her, repetitive in just the fights, the weird space fights that were way too frequent. The acting choices that were made, so flipping weird. Like those are the shots they went with Eddie Redmayne. Like, can you imagine the ones they didn't go with that were like, oh no, that was a little much. We'll go with this other shot. Like, it was just all such a mind fuck. And I'm so glad to have watched it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Do follow me on Twitch. I'm at Tamara is Playing on Twitch, and I will see you all next week. Thanks so much. Bye. Bye!